I went Lego shopping in India recently, and I actually only picked up one Lego set, and it was actually this Lego poly bag right here, and I figured now, because it is December, it is the perfect time to check it out. This Lego poly bag right here is set number 30692, the Christmas Chimney Fun. I thought it was pretty sick, because as I said, it is the only Lego set I picked up while I was in India, but it also came in this paper bag right here. Of course, we don't really have a lot of the paper bags yet in Canada, although they are starting to roll in. I just thought this one was really cool. I had never seen this poly bag before, and of course, like I said, I figured it would be perfect for the holiday season. You can see on the front it's got everything that it normally would have included, but on the back is where it gets a little interesting because it's an India poly bag. You can see they've actually added a bunch more labels that I was not expecting them to add. Of course, they do have the price tag on it, which is nothing special, but then at the back here they have a bunch of information all about how this product was imported. So you can actually see that it has the city I bought it on, which was Mumbai, and they've also got it imported by Lego India, which I'm guessing is like the Lego Group India or Lego Canada or Lego US. Either way, pretty cool. I've never really seen that before. And although it's a really interesting label, you guys did not come to this video to hear about that, so let's actually open this poly bag up and build it. Normally I just rip poly bags open, but this time I'm going to cut it carefully just because it is such a cool souvenir from my trip. Dump all the parts out here. They just keep coming. Well, very nice. We've got everything here, and we've also got the instruction manual, so now it's time to get building. Alright, so here's the set all built up here. I'm actually really happy with this one. I think it's a pretty cool poly bag, and I'm really glad that I ended up picking it up. So obviously, for starters, of course, we do have Santa, who looks like he's popping out of the chimney here. I love how the chimney looks. I just think it's pretty cool, because you can see that they've tried to, like, replicate a sloped roof right here that's covered in snow. That's why it's all white slopes. Of course, we have the chimney sticking out in the middle, right in the center there. They use masonry bricks for the chimney, which I think is really cool. All around the chimney, you're able to see that it's got snow on top that's like drooping down, which is pretty fun. And then of course we've got actual Santa Claus right up here with he's got two hands stuck out and he's holding two different presents on it. The presents are pretty cool. I actually found it was kind of funny because they kind of use what I thought was an illegal building techniques. It's got a bunch of 2x2 plates stacked on top of each other. This side's green, this side's obviously blue with like that light yellow in the center. But then on top here you can see they've tried to include a bow as well, but they've actually just used the 1x1 rounded corner tiles here, but they've actually just like stuck them between the studs, which again I kind of thought was an illegal building technique because that's not normally the way you'd actually do this, but this is an official building set, so I thought that was kind of interesting. But nonetheless, it's kind of cool. You can just pop the present off on the hands here. You can see that's how it is attached to Santa Claus right there. So you could display these without the presents, but I think it looks a little weird, so that's why the presents are there. So it's kind of funny there. You can kind of pose Santa however you want, as long as it's no more than this and no less than this. You can see presents on both sides. He is wearing white gloves, which is interesting. I thought Santa would have been wearing black gloves, but it's cool nonetheless. And then up top here, of course, we do have a beard. He's got his two different eyes there with some flesh plates right behind it. And then up top, we've got Santa's hat, which is a pretty cool build. A couple different pieces together with the pom-pom on its side.